Well, what's happening today is that they've got about 350, maybe 400 people here. It's Sunday, it's the day after kind of the big opening event. It's a different group of people here today. There was more of a sort of a middle class group, if you will, yesterday. Today there's a younger group, some a little more radical than others. I'm expecting that they'll march around a little bit if they get enough numbers here. Last night was a bit concerning because some of the people actually used their children as shields to occupy the street, some unwittingly, some deliberately, and that's just wrong. You don't need to do that to make your point.
Should merchants or other businesses be concerned based on what you've seen so far?
No. The biggest concern is that if this group's, I guess, issue gets subverted by another group who have their own issue and come in, and that's something that started to happen last night. Going back to Wood Squat, I think we saw some organizers set something up, and then we saw some more radical types come in and try and wrest control from that group, and they were successful for a time, and then more moderates came in and pushed those people aside and brought some more reasonable behavior to the event. That's starting to emerge here. But it'll just depend on whether or not they can get enough people here to try and overwhelm the existing moderates, who seem fairly sophisticated. They seem to have their stuff together here. They seem to be being reasonable with the crowd. I'm not expecting businesses to really have much to worry about until Monday. Then we're going to see the real marches happen. Just behind you, off your left shoulder, is one of the events that I think they're planning to do at the courthouse at 10 o'clock in the morning. I think there'll be a large crowd for that. And I think they're going to start to go after some of the, what they view as corporate giants perhaps in the downtown area, and that'll be some disruption for businesses. Most of these businesses have pretty good operational plans in effect right now, and they're being pretty reasonable about access to their washrooms and buildings. But they're also concerned that it's nice to have a demonstration about something that I think we all are concerned about, but we're just a little worried that the radical element will try and infiltrate, as they tend to do, and use these people as sheep's clothing for their wolf-like behavior and cause some problems.
How would you evaluate the Vancouver Police Department's handling of the situation so far?
It's just been pretty, it's not even, I wouldn't even call it tolerant. They're just here to keep the peace, observe, and if something happens to try and work around it, facilitate it, make sure things stay safe and peaceful for people. It's disturbing when you hear people saying, that one of our main goals here is to deal with police violence and oppression, and I'm just seeing a bunch of police hanging around here looking pretty bored at the moment. Certainly have no inkling that they wish to oppress anybody.